Have you ever wanted to be able to read someone's face really quickly to help you build better relationships, to build rapport faster,
Or connect with them more effectively.
to connect more effectively so that you can...
Well, it's getting to the outcomes that you'll want to get to.
Alan Stevens says it's better than myself, so thanks for joining me, Alan.
Thanks,
so tell us about what you do.
Well, it's all about being able to build connections with people by understanding the way they like to think and process, how they like to be treated, and in that being able to then build greater rapport, communicate more effectively, and actually get to the outcomes that you wish to create very quickly. And the way that I do that is by looking at their facial features, their facial expressions, and their body language, and then knowing how to speak to all of that.
No, it's a little bit different because the first time I worked with you, I did sit there and pretend I was thinking, I'm not going to smile, I don't want him to read me. But it's not just about the facial expressions, is it? Tell us what's a little bit different, you know, because one of my favourite shows used to be Lie to Me, and that's all about micro expressions. Tell us what's different about what you do.
Well, I work in that area, but I also work with the facial features as well. If you think about somebody who's fit, you look at their body shape, you know whether they've worked out, and if you look at the particular structure, you know what sort of exercises they've done. We also know that our physiology and our neurology are linked together. So the way that we feel is going to be shown in our physical aspect, how we deliver to the world. Now, if you lift or work a muscle over and over, you're going to build the shape, you're going to build ridges and crevices. So what I'm looking at there is every time that you have a particular way of thinking, you're focusing in on something, you'll end up pulling these muscles in. You'll build little crevices, you'll build ridges. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the structure of the face, which tells me the history of how you like to think and process.
Okay, so if people are watching this right now and they may be walking into a sales meeting, for example, how can us reading people's facial features help us to be able to build rapport and potentially make a sale?
Well, one of the first things that we need to be able to do when we first meet somebody is make them feel comfortable. Now, if you look at the one of the first traits that I look at is the height of the eyebrows. So when you look at somebody and you've got the eyelash when they're looking straight at you, there's that gap between the top of the eyelid and the eyebrow itself. So when you look up straight through the pupil, you're looking for that, and if that gap is bigger than the coloured section of the eye, the iris, then you've got somebody who likes to have some space, like yourself. So I wouldn't walk up to you and stand really close to you for the first time because I know that's going to make you feel uncomfortable and you'll move away. Now, if I don't recognise that and I'm more affable and I step closer to you again, it's almost like one of those Benny Hill chases where you end up running around the room as I keep walking up to you. And you're going to be thinking about how you feel uncomfortable. You're not going to be thinking about what I'm talking to you about. So if I can recognise that straight away, I know to give you more space and then start to talk to you at that point. So I would allow you to come up to me, I'll put my hand out to meet you, you would set up your own space. Now I know how much space you need, but I also know that as we're talking, and if I lower my voice for instance, and you step closer, I know we have rapport.
Yeah. And obviously rapport is trust. We can't make a sale with someone that doesn't know, like, and trust us. Exactly. So to be able to build the trust in such a quick way, it's an efficient way, we're using our time efficiently, then obviously better for everyone.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So if you can see how that you could possibly use Alan in your business, hint, everyone that's watching this can. What he does is amazing. I've tagged Alan in this video. I'd love you to reach out and chat to him because what he does is mind-blowing. Thank you so much for joining us, Alan. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.